festival, but also during Chinese New Year, when everyone has them on the dining table and sends them to relatives and friends as gifts. The rice dumplings in Zhaoqing is especially big and very special. Recently, it's received the title of King of Rice Dumplings, so let's go and see how it's made.
So these are the leaves that we've just been collecting, the special winter leaves, right, Lisa?
That's right. Now I understand it's very difficult to wrap and shape the specialty of Zhaoqing, the guozhen rice dumpling.
That's right, it should turn out like this. Whoa!
It's not at all like the ones we usually eat.
That's why the master is beside us. Let's ask him to show us.
Right.
Master Dong, what materials are used for this?
Well, it's quite simple, actually. Here we have the winter leaf, and here's sticky rice. These are called green beans, and some fatty pork here as well. Rice dumplings with fatty meat will taste much smoother because of the fat in it.
After explaining, the master started showing us how to make the guozhen rice dumpling. Although the steps are easy to follow, it's not easy at all to make when you try to do it yourself for the first time.
The most fulfilling experience that this journey through Zhaoqing has brought us is not the convenience brought by the closeness of Star Lake, but is more about the seamless connection between nature and the city discovered through the Zhaoqing Greenway. And how harmonious men and nature get on together here. And most importantly, it is learning about the protection and gratitude the Zhaoqing people give to this greenness. History can become long and deep as time wears on, and culture can show more of its vitality in small details. The beauty of nature has to be guarded by every one of us.
The greenway along Star Lake in Zhaoqing is reputed to be the most beautiful greenway in China. It's a fantastic feeling to ride bikes there. But the scenic spots of Star Lake and Seven Star Crags aren't open all the time. The opening hours are from 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. So if you'd like to go there, keep in mind the time and arrange accordingly. Apart from that, you can also choose to visit the greenway in the city after dark. It's also a very nice thing to experience.
Jiangmen is tightly surrounded by overseas Chinese culture. Jiaoliao, Street of Arcade Houses, the ancient town of Xikan. They contain the feelings and contributions of overseas Chinese to their hometown. Next episode, we travel along the Greenway and experience the overseas Chinese culture from a brand new angle.
Best-selling American author of more than 50 books, Dr. Stanley has spread his messages across many countries to heal people's souls. Learn to control your life. Don't be afraid. In Touch with Dr. Charles Stanley. Every Sunday afternoon at 2.
Good evening. Here are some of tonight's top stories. Hong Kong economy grew more than expected in the second quarter, helped by domestic demand and mainland tourists. Gross domestic product rose by 3.3% between April and June, compared with 2.9% in the first quarter of this year. That prompted the government to raise its GDP forecast to 3.5% growth. Mainlanders taking cruises from Hong Kong to Taiwan can now go on to Japan and South Korea without returning home first. Travel agencies say the move is a boost for the newly opened Kai Tak cruise terminal. But to qualify, the tourists must be part of a package tour organized by designated agencies. US President Barack Obama has condemned the violent crackdown on anti-government protests in Egypt, in which nearly 600 people were killed. But the Egyptian government says it's determined to put a stop to what it calls terrorist acts by the Muslim Brotherhood, which organized the protests. The party is planning more countrywide demonstrations, despite warnings and state of emergency laws. I'll have another update in an hour.
Coming up, Documentary World, Living Cultures. Overwhelming charm, conquer the world. ATV Mr. Asia Contest 2013 is now open for your application. Please visit ATV's website. Application forms are available at the following places. He spent a lifetime eating the finest food of the world. For the first time ever, he will eat at an ordinary home. Pleasing him is tough. It might be a disaster. But it could also become a dining star. Michael Winner's Dining Stars, tonight at 10. Few people really understand its unsinkable soul.
Wouldn't you like to know what is ahead in your world?
Today I will show you what God says about how you can achieve real success.
It's far more than a book. It's God's revelation to mankind. Tomorrow's World, Saturday morning at 9. Reports directly from the heart of Europe. Every week, business insiders and analysts keep you at the forefront of current economic developments. Check in current news, made in Germany, every Saturday night at 8. Asian boomtowns are thriving in full swing. Let's find out how powerful the economic powerhouse could be. Walking around Bandung, Indonesia, you can easily feel its sense of humor and energy. That's not all. Only entrepreneurial spirit is the stepping stone to a prosperous future. All about documentary, Boomtown Asia, Monday night at 10. Every day we learn, from him, from her, from someone we barely know. But what does it mean to you and me? Find out the answers on Check In Current News, Global 3000, Thursday night at 8.
Music, legends, dances, and ancestral knowledge give meaning to our lives. They are the heritage of humanity. These oral cultures are fragile. If their voices are silenced, our world will lose much of its spirit. To save them, we must transmit them to our children.
私の初舞台というのは9歳でした。歌舞伎役者として一生を捧げようと思ったのが高校生のちょうど3年生ぐらいでしたか。
This is Sakata Tojuro. He is one of Japan's most famous kabuki actors. In a few minutes, he will step on stage to perpetuate a theatrical tradition that's 4 centuries old.
私は歌舞伎役者として上方歌舞伎というものを大事にするということは、強いて言えば日本の伝統文化を大事にする、日本の国のというものを大事にするということですね。そういう一つの厚かましいけれども大きい夢を持ちながら毎日舞台に勤めております。